Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm new to this. Um, um, Hope everybody's doing good today. Thanks for all your help, everybody, helping me with this. Like I said, it's new to me. So, yeah, these are some things. I just learned this on YouTube. I get a lot of my ideas from YouTube. Um, so, uh, I guess the thing is to put like specimen cards in a journal and specimen cards in a journal. And so instead of like buying expensive things and or I guess um, I don't know, it's like an old way of collecting like insects and birds and stuff. So I made this last night. Can y'all see that? And I covered it up. And I just wrote on there specimen. Sorry, I'm not used to this camera. So this is a just a windowed envelope. Well, these junk mail envelopes with windows in it, and this is a sticker I just received Saturday. So um, made that one, and I made this one. This was a big one, big envelope, and so I decided to make two, and I put specimen number. I don't even know what number that is. 109, and then down here specimen 110. Just kind of something different to go in your journals. Um, and I made another one, and I can't find it right now. So yeah, that was keeping my time a little bit occupied last night. Um, how's everybody doing today? Thanks, Cheap to Chic. Thank you. Um, yeah, I don't. Sometimes I come up with original ideas. Oh, here's my other one. This is different. I want to make three of them different. Here's a beetle bug, and I put this is all backwards to me specimen, and then number four, and I just doubled the window here, and then I put a piece of paper like an old graph paper on the back, and then I put a tab where you could put this in a tuck, and then you just pull it out and see what you got in there. So I got this lady that I it's Root Pursuit on um, YouTube, and she's got a bunch of neat different junk journal stuff. And she said to get like two envelopes exactly the same with windows in them. Now these are the smaller windows, so I'll have to have a skinny. She put a mushroom in one of hers, and she opened it up. Oh, where's my? Just open the envelope. Of course, when you get it, you yeah, I do. I just recently started watching her, and yeah, she's pretty neat. Yeah, you first get this. Of course, you open your envelope up there, so You know, you get your bill out or your junk mail or whatever. So I go ahead and open up the sides, and this side, and do the same with this envelope. Another one I really like from Cheap to Chic is Natasha over at Treasure Books. She's from Australia. I love her accent, but she's got some really neat ideas about reusing and recycling stuff for junk journals. And that's your junk journals is what the junk comes from, junk that people would throw away. So then you got this for the inside. I am too from cheap from cheap to chic. I don't know. I haven't been doing this too long, um, but I really love it. I don't know. I kind of stumbled across junk journaling probably not even a year ago. Um, I don't think it's been a year. Yeah, and I watched videos on YouTube and I kind of ran with it. Um, I've duplicated a lot of stuff. I also watch Camilla Crafts Designs. Her name is Julie, and she's from the UK. And she has some really neat. I love her accent too. Um, she has some really neat and simple ideas, and some of them are complicated too. And um, I just go out on a whim and try them, and if they don't turn out, they don't turn out. And one of my ladies. Oh, I also watch. I watch several of them, but the Paper Outpost. Her name is Pam. She's from Florida. She's really awesome. She has a really outstanding personality, and yeah, Camilla Craft Designs. She's really good, and Pam from the Paper Outpost. She has a really quirky sense of humor. She like talks to herself, and she has uh, a little white puppy she talks to, and she like puts him up on camera and pretends she talks in a high voice and pretends it's the puppy talking. So it's really cute. So now we got these two envelopes, and see the pretty, it's like a green design on the inside. So that's going to be your out. That's going to be what people see. And she put these two together like this, but somehow she had both of them. I think I messed it up when that's what I did. I messed it up when I took all the back off of it, but that's okay. So I'm just going to do it like that. Now this is going to be a small. This could be like a bookmark. So see, I got this and this. Now let me get stickers. I haven't got too much room on my desk because I got my laptop on here. But I received these stickers yesterday. I ordered them from Amazon, and they're awesome. I got, and there's 40 pieces in each of these packs. And this is Fly Birds. This is called Butterfly Love. All butterflies in here. And this is Aviator. There's dragonflies and all kinds of stuff. This is Phantom Butterfly. A lot of blue butterflies in there. Um, this is Colorful Butterflies. Getting tongue tied here. And this is Insects. Now, I looked through these last night. They're real interesting. They got beetles and bugs, and they're really neat because I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I'll just pick one here. This is a pretty one. Um, see, let me get a white background here. These stickers are all see-through, So when you stick them on the windows, she glued hers, but she had like regular like paper stickers. Does that look pretty realistic? So I just stuck mine to the windows last night. I didn't worry about gluing because you glue all around them. So I think that'll um, so I think that'll work because these are pretty sticky. So I'm gonna make one here. I can't make it on camera, but I'll walk you step by step. I don't think I'm gonna use the insect. I think I'm gonna use a butterfly. She used a couple butterflies, so I got quite a few butterfly stickers. So hope everybody's having a blessed Fourth today. I know I am. I'm just chilling. I was kind of busy yesterday, so I went over to my mom's and watched the ball game with her. We're Cub fans. I'm from Illinois, and we're Cub fans, so we did that, and then we watched. I'm going to do a butterfly one. Um, so we watched the game, and then we right across from where she lives, they let off the local fireworks. So we had like a really good seat there where she lives. I have a 4 year old grandson, so if you hear a little kid in the background, that's him. I'm watching him today. My youngest daughter's here with me too, and she's kind of helping me keep an eye on him. He got bored earlier. He was in here in my room, and he went out there. Now he's chilling with Aunt KK. He calls her. Her name is Caitlin. Um, I don't know. I got this thin window, so I gotta find a specific specimen to put in here. The gal that I watched yesterday, Root Pursuit, she had a mushroom. I'm like, oh, that's really neat. I just try to work with things I got here, and I splurged and bought these. I got a gift card from Amazon, so that may. Ooh, that's. I'm looking at all these stickers here, really pretty. I get two of each in this packet, and there's 40 in there, so be 20 designs with two each. Those are pretty. Yellow. My lighting. Put it this way. Like I said, this YouTube stuff, recording and going live, it's all new to me. But I thought I'd try it today. I went live a couple other times, but it's been on my phone, and I'm on my laptop today, so just trying it out. Yeah, there's a bunch of pretty. Seeing if I do this, I think that's going to be too small. Just one specimen on the. I don't know, that might be okay. So just trying to find a. I don't think I'm going to find it in this pack. Trying to find a butterfly that would look right. Oh, here's one that's kind of sideways. That's kind of neat. That might look better in the. Ooh, I think I might have found my butterfly. That looks neat. These are so transparent. I think I might use that one. I I I'm gonna set that aside and see over here. Um, I spend a lot of time like procrastinating, like that. oh, do this one. No, that one don't. Do this one. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just spent 20 minutes trying to make a decision on that. So I try to get away from that. My decision skill. Oh, one time I spent, I don't know how many minutes trying to make a decision. I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get on with this. So I try not to do that very often. Yeah, I think I am going to use that one. I might go through these other packs and see if um, I can find anything that might fit better. Those my bug stickers I got last night. I was going through those. I'm like, wow, they're really realistic, and some of the bugs I didn't recognize. Of course, I know different bugs in different states. Okay, I don't need that. I need that. Here's I got these at Goodwill. They're wall art, but they're really pretty butterfly stickers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? No, there's more than 7. It says one sheet. I guess it is just, but I've used a couple of these sheets as $1 at Goodwill. I'm like, you pay that at Dollar Tree. I mean, it's $1.25 now at Dollar Tree, but there's some that I used. And so let me get to making this specimen card. I'll take you guys through it step by step if anybody's interested. So, like I said, I got these envelopes and they got a pretty green. Usually don't see a green, it's usually blue or gray or black. So, I'm going to make this. I'm going to put these two together and, of course, cut the extra off. And I'm going to put the butterfly in there to make a specimen card. And instead of it going like sideways like this one, it's going to go like this. And you can use tuck these in a journal. Lots of books from other channels. I find they're cheaper in the end than the packs of stickers. You can cut out so many different ones. Yeah, that's a good idea. I never thought about that. Um, I I live in a smaller city, so when these ladies put all this stuff on YouTube, it's like, where do they find that at? And sometimes they link it down below and stuff, and you can get it on Amazon or whatever. And some of them are big. You can get it on their Etsy shop. They have Etsy shops, and I I used to watch Dollar Tree hauls all the time. I still watch a few, but I get so mad because our Dollar Tree wouldn't have the stuff here. So I kind of backed off of watching hauls from Dollar Tree, but sometimes eventually our store got it, but it took months and months. And I watched this lady out east. She's in Massachusetts, and I was like, oh, now I gotta go to Dollar Tree, and I'd go to our Dollar Tree, and they wouldn't have it. And I'd ask about it, and they said, like they never heard of it or whatever. So, like I said, I kind of backed off because I kind of got mad because I couldn't find the things that other ladies were hauling and gentlemen were hauling in their Dollar Tree hauls. So I'm like, back off, Colleen, calm down, don't get so upset. Different parts of the country. So now I have my little butterfly stuck on there. So now I'm going to glue these two together, fronts to fronts. See, got the inside here. And now I'm going to flip them around, get it right, and glue. And I just discovered this glue, and I ordered this from Amazon. Another lady said, try this. And I have several ladies that I watch on YouTube, and the one in Florida, she does Fabric Fix, and this fabric tack. I mean, I used it other day, or I used it last night to make these, because certain glues, this is that, like, it's not plastic. I guess it is some sort of plastic, and like Elmer's glue, or my go-to glue. This is what I use all the time in my junk journals. This tacky glue. It won't stick to that. It like slips and slides around. But this, it says bonds fabric, lace, glass, leather, wood, and trims. And it's highly flammable, liquid, and vapor. Eye irritation, yeah, it really stinks, but um, I guess it's originally made for fabric, but I'm using it on paper to glue these. Um, my gal that I got this idea off, that's what she used. I think she would use the fabric fix, but fabric fix, fabric tack, it's all the same. So yeah, I sent off and got this at Amazon because my local Walmart, or you could buy all you could buy at my local Walmart was the big bottle, and it was a little pricey for me. So I'm like, I'll try this off of Amazon, and it wasn't bad at all. I got it really quick too. A lot of stuff on Amazon I'm getting really quick, so that's a bonus for me. I'm just putting glue around the window. I need to put glue down here too because that's going to adhere. And then I'm just going to cut the extra off that I don't need. Yeah, it's really, I just put my finger in glue. Um, it's really got a stinky smell to it. Of course, most glues do. Okay, I just glued those together. It doesn't look right now, but and this dries really fast. I mean, you have a um, couple seconds to line it up. It says permanent fabric adhesive. So yeah, I didn't know it had quite a, not a toxic smell, but oh, it contains acetone. That's what I'm smelling. Liquid and vapor may ignite. Do not use when smoking. Be sure to store. Do not store near. Do not store or use near flame, uh, fire, sparks, or heat. Use with adequate ventilation. Yeah. Avoid prolonged contact with skin in case I. Okay. Yeah. Um, yeah. Right there, it has the warning, the flammable, and I don't know what that other one is. Kind of like a super glue, I guess. Hi, Henry Joe.
Hi.
What are you doing?
I just wanted to come in
You
here.
just want to come in here and see me? You want to be on camera? You want to say hi to everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah? Hang on, Nini's getting her light out of the way. He calls me Nini. Yeah, now I'm on, the light's on camera. Come here. You playing with your Legos?
Yeah. And I made a hoverboard.
Oh, wow.
And this has this and under here has has treasure in it.
Yeah? Scoot up here so everybody can see ya. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. See you later,
You lady.
alligator.
Alligator.
What's that?
Cookies.
Oh, okay. I'm just cutting the excess off of this. Hey, why don't you go out in the living room and play, please? Did you say Aunt KK's still here?
Yep. Kiki's still here.
All right. So there's what my specimen looks like now. So that's a thin. You could even make a belly band for this out of this. So now I'm going to put a label on here. Well, I write specimen on here, and I'm not for sure where I'm going to write that. I'm going to ink the edges. I got my distressed oxide here. No plug for Tim Holtz. This is his brand, and I got my dauber here, and just go like this, and then we ink the edges to make it look distressed, make it look old, faded. It's really fun for me. It's satisfying. My junk journaling is relaxing for me. I guess when I get a little bit bigger, I'm gonna upgrade my StreamYard so I can have my camera, have my phone. You can see what I'm doing on that, on my phone, what I'm doing here. So yeah, I just went around the outside with this ink. I don't know if you could see it very good, but it looks old and distressed. Now I'm going to put a little piece of paper on here that says specimen and put a number on there and maybe call it good. I kind of went overboard on this one, but it's something different. What do I do with those? Here they are. They slid down. That's okay. That's okay from cheap to chic. That's fine. Yeah, I kind of went overboard on this one, but it's not too bad overboard. And this one's just kind of a plain Jane one. This is my last one that I did. It was early this morning. But I thought that was neat. You could even put something over here. I might do that, put some lettering or some writing or something. The stamps that I got, uh, the Root Pursuit that I was watching, she said stamp the word specimen on there. But these ladies that are bigger than I, they got a lot of the stuff, and I just try to work with stuff I got. Some things I've splurged on, like, oh, I gotta have that and I want that, but I've not like bought it all at once and splurged, on it all at once. So just a little bit at a time as I get making more, and I'll just do a little bit at a time. So I had this packaging, and this is what I did this with last night. This is I just had some packaging. It's the packaging that I got from Amazon that I got my things in. I just got my mail yesterday. They were probably here Saturday, and it slipped my mind. But I just tore the packaging off and glued that, made a little frame out of that. So that was kind of neat. And I got some left over here. I think I might just write specimen on it. I like the torn look. Um, Not so much straight edges. I mean, there's some stuff that I like to have straight edges on, but the torn edges, it just looks just old and worn, like, you know. And some people don't like that look. And I made a journal for my daughter. I made her Alice in Wonderland, and I got the 12 by 12 sheets from Stamperia, and I used every piece of that paper in that paper pack, and it was only like $13 and change. With hi Mimi Cat Do 65, how are you? Hugs to you too. Um, yeah, so some of that, that paper pack I paid like $13. I'm like, that's not too bad. And I used every piece of paper in that paper pack, and they had tags, already made tags. You just had to cut them out. And some of them I added like journaling paper, some of them I didn't. Um, so that was my first like big journal I made. And how are you today, Be Me? Um, and I messed up on it, but my daughter really liked it. And then I made her an Wizard of Oz journal, and she loved it. And she took it home with her. She was living with her dad and stepmom at the time, and her stepmom goes, "That looks old and crappy," and I don't know what her exact words was. And I was like, "It's supposed to look old, It's just beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's different strokes for different folks. Some may not like it, and some do. I don't know. I really got hooked on junk journaling. I really like it. There's so many different ways and different things that you can create with junk journals, and I just like the vintage feel of it. And now some go all out and they make really frilly, lacy ones, and um, yeah, I just let it roll off my back. Um, yeah, she's no longer in my ex-husband's life or my daughter's life, so yeah, I didn't make a big deal out of it. I was like, whatever, to each his own. Um, so like I said, I just like the old vintage look. I love history. And some of the ladies I've seen, they've made all these lacy, frilly journals, and that's fine if you like that. And maybe someday I might break down and make one. It might be a good seller. I haven't sold any of my journals. I've just been making them for fun, and just I've given some to family members. I've given one to my good friend here on YouTube, Mimi Noser, Triple C, Creatively Created Crochet. Dana, I'm going to do a live with her tomorrow morning at 8:30 my time, 9:30 her time. So yeah, I'm just kind of getting my feet wet and all this YouTube and all the junk journaling. I'm just kind of diving in with both feet with this stuff, but I eventually like to get where I can sell my journals and yeah, um, get to where I can sell my journals and maybe retire early from my job. I'm a mom, a grandmother. I work full time. I work at nights, so I worked for 20, um, probably like 25, 30 years from basically nine to five job. It was 7 to 4, and I'm not a morning person, but I work, like I said, I work from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. all those years, and then this job that I'm working now came up, and it was like too good to be true almost, and it just kind of fell in my lap. And a former supervisor asked me if I wanted it, and she said apply, and I did, and lo and behold they hired me. But the only drawback was I work at nights, so I go in 4:15 in the afternoon and get off at 12:45 a.m. So, but I am a supervisor, and I only supervise one person. So it's, to me, that's working at night as a small compromise. So I'm dealing with it. I've been with them for 4 years now, and October will be 5. So just a few more years and I can retire. And like I said, I like to get maybe monetized on YouTube and maybe uh, getting yeah, I like working at nights too because I don't have to deal with any of the big bosses when I go in. The this where I work. There's a few people there, but they clear out in like sometimes it's sometimes they're 2 hours after I go in, sometimes 3 hours, but mostly it's me and my coworker, and we just do our thing. And he only works 4 hours, and I work 8 hours. So right, right. No one's looking over your shoulder, and like my main bosses, they're all in a different town, and they every once in a while they'll come down to the building where I work and check and like do inspections and stuff. But mostly they give me free reign. If they don't get complaints from our clients that I work for, then they don't. I mean, they send me company policies and stuff, different rules and different things that we need to follow on email and stuff. And they got my number, I got their number if I have any problems. And usually, it's a good company I work for. I really like them, and if I have a problem, usually it gets resolved. So, excuse me a minute. I'm drinking water today. I'm trying to stay hydrated. I drink a lot of water at night, and I neglect water during the day. So I got me a big cup this morning. I'm like, I'm going to drink some water today. I didn't drink very much yesterday. I usually get really bad leg cramps at night if I don't drink water. And so I'm drinking water today. Everybody have lunch already? What'd you have for lunch, or what are you nibbling on or snacking on today, this afternoon? It's 1:21 here. I'm on Central Time. I'm getting my little piece of packaging. I'm writing specimen on it, and then I'll get a number, or I have stamps. So I'll maybe stamp a number. Thank you. Yeah, if you don't have each other, grab each other's channels, become family, as they say. Okay, I do that too. From cheap to chic. Yeah, I get involved in YouTube and sometimes on purpose forget to eat or whatever. I'm trying this thing where I only eat one meal a day. Now, yesterday I didn't do very good because I was hungry when I got out of church and I got some. Uh, no, I was just sitting here. I was going to craft all afternoon. And my mom called me and said, "Well, what are you doing this afternoon?" And I said, "Well, no, I don't have anything planned." So she invited me over to watch the ball game with her. We're uh, we're big Cub fans, and I hadn't did that this year with her. So I'm like, I better go over there and watch the ball game with her. So I did. And last year, I used to go over all the time and watch ball games with her. I hadn't did that. I think I watched one this season with her, and I don't get to watch many ball games because most of them are at night, and I'm working at night. Okay, you're knitting socks. That's awesome. Yeah, it's kind of a chill day for me. I don't work tonight, and my youngest daughter doesn't work. My middle daughter started a, I think, did she start a new job today? She recently started a new job. She moved back in with me, so it's been crazy around here. Um, so I know she had my middle daughter that just moved in. She had to be at work at 6 a.m. this morning, and she started working 12 hours. So she'll work from 6:30 to 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. So it's a new field for her. Um, Not very good pay. And I was talking to her yesterday, and I'm like, I think you should be getting more pay, but maybe she'll be there and maybe she'll thrive at this new. Like I said, it's a new venture for her. It's not the field that um, I don't think that's the field that she really wants to be in. But for now, it's to make money for her car car payment, car insurance, and gas to go back and forth to work. She works like 35 miles from here. So I'm blessed with a job right here in my city. I live 5 minutes from where I work, so that's really nice. Um, okay, I've got the specimen glued on here. The word specimen. Now I'm going to find a number. Um, I got these little things I got from Dollar Tree. They're really handy. They snap the lid. I'm backwards here. These lids snap on. Really nice to keep little like beads, and I keep these little bitty. It's called ephemera in here. I think I've used up all my numbers in here. This is like Tim Holtz. All these little things come in a pack. Just different stuff. We have many bingo cards. These are cute little. It says Daisy photos. Let me get a white background here. Yeah, so when my daughter moved out, I'm like, woohoo! I got a craft room back, and I put my some of my stuff. I had moved all of it back to her room, and then she moved back in. I had to bring it back in my bedroom. That's where I do my crafts, and it's a mess. I still haven't got organized from that. So yeah, that's kind of neat. This don't show the details. It says Daisy photos. There you can see it. I think that these are really cute. Um, they have clocks. There's a big one and a little one. You could make clock hands or draw it on there with a marker. Put that, and I made these. I have a stamp. These are like little stamps. I got a stamp that I just stamped these on paper. My lighting's really bad here. Sorry, everybody. It says U.S. postage paid. I just stamped those, and I got all kinds of different colors here. And I got these little scissors. I got these a long time ago. This is what they make a jagged cut, and it looks just like a postage stamp around the edge. I don't know if you can see. I'm sorry, my lighting's really bad. You can see the little jagged edge it makes. So, all kinds of stuff. There's a little map of the United States. Wish I could get my lighting better here. I'm gonna dig through here and see if I got a number. This is the number 4 I put on here. It was nice because it's already pre-made. Just stick it on there with some glue. I'm not seeing any numbers, so I might just have to stamp, and that would be okay. Stamp me a number on there somewhere. I don't know. I guess you wouldn't have to have a number, but the ladies that I watched, they always, or the one lady that I watched make these specimen cards, she put a number on it, and it kind of makes sense. Like if you remember back, like in science, I know we did like, I don't think we made specimen cards, but like in our biology book or whatever science book, there was always something, a number on the like butterfly or caterpillar or whatever bird, whatever specimen that you had to. Of course, they, back in the day, they cataloged all that stuff, and now it's done on computers. So these specimen cards are made to look old and everything. All right. So I'm not finding any numbers. Nope, I went through my whole thing. So I think what I'm going to do is, oh, I'm sure I have a number somewhere. Oh, here's a number 3. I think I'll use that. Um, I don't think I've used 3 on any of these other. I mean, it doesn't matter, but 4. I just wrote the number on that. Wrote the number on that. Okay, I'm going to use the number 3. Did anybody see fireworks last night? Our town did it. Our city did fireworks last night, and they're also doing them again tonight. So I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't hear things out there, so hopefully my grandson's taking a nap. Yeah, they're having them. I'm assuming they're having them again tonight. I'm not for sure. Oh, I just heard him. Yeah, I usually put this number down by the word specimen, but yeah, I just heard my daughter. I think I'm going to put it up here on top. Something different. I don't know. I can't decide. Yeah, ours were really pretty last night. They started off um, like in the distance and we couldn't see them. I was like, really? I said, they're right across the street from where we were sitting. And then all of a sudden we started seeing more. So I don't know if like they have it at our park district and they want you to go in there. And I don't think it costs anything, but such a mess. I mean, I told my mom, I said, I'm going to wait till some of this traffic gets down. And they just, cars kept coming and coming and coming. And I waited for like probably 45 to 50 minutes. So, because where I had to pull out of her high rise building, like I said, it was right across the street from where they did it. And there's a lot of parking there. And the cars just kept coming and that I had to pull out where all those cars were coming. So I'm like, I just waited. I just waited till they all, um, most all of them were coming out. So it was crazy, but I wasn't in a hurry to get home. Nobody was waiting for me or whatever. So um, finally made it out of there. I guess I got home about 10:30. Just gluing my um, number on. I didn't know about that till I read the directions. Duh, I should have read the directions when I got it. Welcome back, Mimi. Um, I got this new glue and I was just reading the directions a while ago. And yeah, avoid prolonged contact with skin. But that's really, I mean, your basic Elmer's glue, that doesn't. I remember we used to put glue all over our hand in school and then peel it off and say it was alligator skin. I, I don't think that glue hurts you, but yeah, I got this yesterday, Fabric Check, and it's really like a really strong smell. It almost smells like super glue. But I keep a old soft towel and I wipe off any excess glue that I might have. Now sometimes I don't do that. A lot of times I do it with my fingers, but I'm going to be cautious with that glue from now on. But this I don't know if you can hear my grandson. He's having quite a time playing. This is those windowed envelopes and the Elmer's glue, and I got this Aleene's tacky glue. It won't stick to this, but this fabric tack I got, and there's Fabric Fix. I believe that's in the same family. Um, they yeah, they stick to this stuff, and I guess it is kind of a plastic. And then we all get those envelopes with the bills or junk mail. I get a lot of junk mail with these envelopes in it. So, and you get the mail that says, "Oh, important information, open immediately," and it's junk mail. I don't like that at all. It's like, what is this? What bills did I pay, or what? And all the scam phone calls you get. I always tell my mom. Some of them I'll hear on the news. I don't watch the news very often, but sometimes they'll come across my Facebook or whatever, and I do get um, news on YouTube, and I'm like, Mom, don't fall for that. And she got scammed one time, and it wasn't her fault. I mean, it was, but this guy came and said he had this insurance for her, and she said, yeah. And she gave him her information, of course, and I said, what made you think it was a scam, Mom, or whatever? And yeah, now I haven't tried that glue um, from Cheap to Chic.
Hello.
Hi,
It's Kiki.
isn't she in her room? And I haven't tried that because I don't know. It can be kind of pricey, but I've seen it on Amazon. So I got some of this. I know some of the other junk journals use this. It's Barely Art Precision Craft Glue, and it's got a little thing on it um, to get, just to put a little bit of glue on there. And then it's got another one to put more glue on there. Or I got like 3 tips with it, and then it's just got just the opening there. But I put the precision tip on it. And so you really like the art glitter? I thought I'd try this, and I've tried all kinds of glue. They say not to use Elmer's glue because it's got too much of a water content in it. And guess what? I got this at Hobby Lobby. Paid too much for it, but I quit using it. It says ideal for multi-purpose projects. Bonds most porous, semi-porous materials used for accessories such as glitter, beads, trims, fabric, or florals, plastic, foam, fabric, etc. Strong wet tack, dries clear, remains flexible, no run formula. So I'm not going to use this on paper anymore, but I might try that on my fabrics. I don't use very much. I like add um, like lace and stuff to that different to my junk journal projects. Here's the latest that I've jumped. You hungry? All right, let me get off of here and then I'll fix you something to eat. What do you want to eat? You don't know? He had a couple hot dogs earlier. He's still hungry. He's a growing boy. So, yeah, here's my tags I made. I had this on my channel. It was a long video. I kept, um, and I got this from Natasha. She's uh, she's a junk journal. She's from Australia, and she does her channel is treasure books. So yeah, I put some lace around the top. That's really not lace, it's just a different rickrack on that one. But this one I put lace around the top just to give it a little pop. I thought that was really pretty. It turned out really good with the lace. And this is paper. This is a paper tassel. Now this is the first one I made, and I just used jute twine, and I didn't like the way, I don't know it. I like the jute for different projects, but for this, for me, this is like, oh, that's neat. So, I don't know, this jute twine. I thought it made it look sloppy, but I mean, it worked for my first tassel. I don't have the beads and stuff that she did, but then I got this. I made this one for my second tassel, and I used like the baker's twine, and that worked out better. You can't tell, but these are little. This is an amber, and then this is a gold, and then another amber, and I put a little bulb pin on the top that you can't see. Yeah, they are really pretty. And then I put some beads on the bottom, and you can put this on the side of a journal or in a journal, however you want to decorate it. I'm going to show you a couple journals I made. This is my first one of my first projects. Um, like I said, I got hooked on Natasha. And I don't even know how I found her on YouTube. I don't know if I typed in. I don't think because I never heard of junk journal, and people around here, what's a junk journal? So I I try to explain to them. So it's kind of catching on. I think it's going to take a while, but one lady that I talked to, oh, creating with Jovi. she lives in Florida, and she said none of her friends ever heard of junk journal either. But I explained it's like a diary. Back in the day, we had a diary, you know. And well, here's one that I created out of an envelope. It's just again one of those uh, envelopes with the window in it, and I opened it up. And I Mod Podged a napkin on here. Really pretty butterfly and hummingbird and flower napkin. So you do that and then you let that dry overnight. And then on the inside, I just put scrap, uh, scrapbook paper or heavy stock card. You can put paper. This is a heavier stock card stock. Get it right now. And just excuse me, I was getting a drink. Just gives it more stability because, like I said, it's a journal. You're going to be opening and closing it and opening and closing it. And this is just a little button here, and this is a little piece of elastic, and this is just a little charm, and that's my closure on it. So, and I just sewed it on with thread. I hope that lasts. I tried to sew it and sew it and sew it. So this little thing, it's a tag. It goes in and out, and then I just framed the window with lace. My grandson singing. So yeah. Then I put a little pocket. This is another piece of napkin, and I Mod Podged over it, and I just glued the sides and bottom and made a little pocket. Thank you. And these are just little tags I made. I sewed around them, and made a little. This was from a gift bag. I thought it was really pretty because it had leaves on it. Hang on, did KK leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Wave.
Hello.
Hello. And this is a doily I tea dyed, and I put a little applique in the middle. It's a little yellow and pink. And then just tablet paper and some tea dye paper. I got hooked on tea dye paper. To me it's really fun. Some people don't like to do it, but I thought it was really fun. That sticker says love, laughter, and smiles.
Awesome.
You can look at that stuff.
These ones are
And that's just like a paper clip, and I put a little tea dyed paper on the back, and that's just a little bookmark I just paper clipped on that page. And then this is just notebook paper from Dollar Tree I put in there. And different, you can see it's different heights and different widths and stuff. This is a tablet I got. Oh, you got a little bell? Found my Christmas bell?
Yeah.
I tea dyed it. And these are little stickers I got from Amazon. They're supposed to look like stamps.
A leaf one.
A leaf one?
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah. It's like
this was from a book page, and this is the middle in it, and you can the whole page was covered with glasses, and I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. So I covered it with this napkin, and it came through. And somebody said, well, that was neat. And I hand sewn this in there. I bind it with it's called wax thread, and it's really easy. People go, oh, I'm not a sewer, and I love to sew on my sewing machine, And you can see some of this. I went around the outside with stitching, and I went around the whole outside of the cover of the book with stitch. Yeah, a pretty flower one. He's looking at my junk jewelry I have over here. I break it apart and use some of it for my. Oh, a peace sign. Can you put those back where you found them? Don't lose those. I bought a bunch of costume
This
jewelry.
one is really
Yeah, and this is a little cluster I made. And just pinned it in there. There's a little pocket on the back. The stuff comes out. So yeah, this is just a little. I think they call these like traveling journals, but this is how I first started out. And then I always like to I put a stamp. It says handcrafted in my name, and you're supposed to put a date there. And I'm like kicking myself because I put a little butterfly there. I didn't put the date on that, so I can go back in my photos and kind of see where I did do when I did do that. But yeah, this you make a cut. Oh, thank you. You make a cut up here above your envelope, and you don't cut where this kind of plastic stuff is. But then, if you want to do that, I mean, you don't have to do that, but I think it's neat that you have a little bookmark there. So, yeah, that was one of my first ones. I got one more I'll show you, and then I got to go because my grandson's hungry, and I'm going to fix him something to eat. This was be careful. Be careful. Be careful. All of Grandma's stuff in here. This was a greeting card that my friend gave me, and it was like this. And I'm like, what if I turned it like this? And this is really just like a totally abstract thing that I came up with. And this was out of a. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it?
Yep.
You want to have that? That can be yours if you want it.
Since this is all your stuff.
Okay. So yeah, I put create. This is a sticker from Dollar Tree, and this is a magazine image from a magazine. I thought it was pretty, all the different colors. And I think this journal. Oh no, these were like those small letters I got from Dollar Tree, and I stuck them on there, and they're not very sticky. And then I Mod Podged over that, so that'll last quite a. And like I said, this was a greeting card, so it was pretty thick. And then I just sewed a button on front for the closure. And then a piece of this elastic on there. Sorry, I'm not used to all these different camera angles. And
I
this is the
think I
front.
want to keep this one.
Oh, you want to keep that angel one?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
He's going through my jewelry, and it's old costume jewelry. Like I said, I break it apart and use it for my junk journals. So, yeah, this is a different one. What?
One of their gems are missing.
Yeah, that's why I bought it for such a cheap price. Yeah, just different. I love this vellum paper, and some of my tea dyed paper, and just different things I put on here. I hope you're seeing this. That's kind of heavy because it's a little tuck spot. I just put little pieces of notebook paper.
I never seen these before.
Oh yeah, that looks like a flower, huh?
Yeah.
And that little sticker says "Good Times." Yeah, so this was a little this is pretty thick. Well, I glued some
This
paper,
one
but
kind looks like a commie.
yeah,
Like on his ladybug.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is a gift bag. You can't tell it, but it's red and it's kind of sparkly, iridescent, whatever. And that was I decided to make that the middle of my book, and I glued a page on there and sticker and stuff. This is all backwards to me, guys. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job here. So, yeah, I had fun making these. And this was a, whoops, losing it. My job throws away a lot of stuff. I got a lot of offices and they waste a lot of stuff. So this was a old, um, I'm sure people remember, savings account book, and I took the stuff out. There was no incriminating, there wasn't names or stuff, but I took the insides out, and then I cut this paper to fit, and put just made a little tablet out of it. And this, of course, this design matches the cover. That was another magazine image I cut out. I'll get used to these angles one of these days. And then I put some tea-dye paper in the front to cover up. I think it was probably the bank name in there. So, and then I made a little out of the envelope, another windowed envelope. I put special day on here, and that's a little tuck there in the back. And
I
then,
want to keep these ones.
okay, let me see which ones you got. Okay,
These ones are really awesome.
yeah. And then this is a flower I got from Natasha, an idea from her. It's just magazine images, and I cut like little teardrop shapes out, and I glued them all together to make a flower, and then I put a little sparkling gem in the middle, and then I made that a tuck spot, and got a little bookmark in there. It's just decorative things, and I put a little sticker on it that says just be you. So yeah, that's just a little tuck spot got in the back there. And this is a little brad I put on the back to hold my elastic. I just tied it around a couple times, made a knot. And there's the back of it. This is see, this was the card, and that was already on there. Sorry, that was upside down. It says just for you. And then this had sorry. This over here had the, I don't know, like the card name of the company or whatever. So I just covered that up with that piece, and that could be a little tuck spot. This is just an example here. Did I make it a tuck spot or no? I didn't. I just didn't glue that. I'll have to go in there and glue that down. So, and then I have a little punch that punches those corners on there, and I sewed on there, and then I put my stamp on there, and again I didn't put the date on there. So yeah, those are my ones that I have left. I've given away two. I give away two of my journals, and Dana, the gal that I'm going to her house tomorrow, well, I'm going to her page. I just sent her one, and she made a video on that. It was a napkin. Um, it was a bigger envelope. It was more like this envelope that I got, like this size. And of course, I turned it like this, and it had a window in there, and I made one of those windows, a tag to put in there, a bookmark. And then I painted it blue with just watercolor, and then I put a white napkin over with silver stars on it, and that really turned out good. And you can like if this has writing, like up here it has a small writing, you can cover that up, just like tear a little piece of book page or whatever. Book pages really look neat, put that on there, and the book pages look really neat because then when you cover it with a napkin, it makes it look old and like vintage and stuff. And I was really surprised with how it turned out. Like I said, I just painted the envelope with watercolor, left that dry, and then I put my I Mod Podge my napkin on there the next day and let that dry overnight. Then you cover the inside with whatever paper, and then you put whatever paper in there and you bind it in there. So I'm going to go for now, guys. I thank you for coming into my live and being here and giving me support. My grandson's getting hungry, so I'm going to get him something to eat. And then before you know it, we'll be going out to pick up his mom from work, my daughter. So want to wish you guys a great 4th of July. And be careful out there if you do your own fireworks, or even if you have sparklers for the kids or the grandkids. Be careful with those. I heard a really neat tip on the radio today. Now, I don't have little ones. I have my grandson.
Oh, I really love this one.
He's 4 years old, and
I think I'm gonna keep
you know, they want to do the sparklers, and they said
I
this
think I
one
really like
said,
this one.
yeah, put the sparklers in one of those baby carrots so that won't burn their fingers when it gets down. I'm like, that was a really neat idea. So I thought I'd pass that on to you guys. All right, I'll see you next time, and have a blessed day, and be safe out there. And remember to smile, because I love you, but more importantly, God loves you. Thank you. Bye. Have a great day.